Hello, welcome again to my talk. This is a different talk. You can see it on my YouTube channel. As usual, I'll introduce myself a little bit. My name is Joseph Mbele. I'm a Tanzanian. I teach at St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota, in the English department. I've been here since 1991, and before that I taught at the University of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania in the Department of Literature. Today I would like to follow up on something I already promised. There was a few days ago actually, when I said I was thinking about starting a service offering cultural orientation or consultancy, whatever you call it, to African Americans who are thinking about moving to Africa, or those who have already decided to go there, or those who are already there. And the reason is that as a cultural consultant who has had many years of experience talking to Americans, advising Americans who go to Africa for various reasons, students, volunteers, visitors, and so on, and also talking to Africans who have come to the USA about cultural issues, cultural challenges. I have come to a point where I think there's a big need to offer these services. I see videos, I watch videos of African Americans who have already gone to Africa. And I'm talking about these videos in which they talk about challenges over there. And I see some of them deciding to pack their bags and come back to the USA. And I'm really saddened by that, because I listen to them and I realize much of the time the reason is that they had not prepared themselves for life in Africa. They had not done their homework. They had not prepared to, handle the challenges of living, the African way, or living with Africans. Cultural differences. And I feel people didn't have to have this problem. And I'm very sympathetic, and I would like to help people to either avoid those problems or to help them just handle the challenges. So it's a question of, preparing and being able to anticipate those problems and therefore avoid them. Or if they happen, to be able to deal with them, to understand what's going on and to deal with the challenges. I have also had the opportunity to talk with African Americans in my country. There was a meeting they called, and they invited me in Arusha, in a city in northern Tanzania. I spent a little over 2 hours talking with them about the challenges, the cultural challenges, of living in a foreign culture. And I was very attentive to their questions, their concerns, and I could see how attentive they were, to what I was saying. And I just gained some more insight into what is needed. I wish I had more time with them, we could have addressed more issues. But again, those are some of the reasons I decided I should set up a program of talking with people like that. I want to start two different kinds of things. As I said in that video that I posted a few days ago, I would like to offer some kind of workshop or workshops going, into the coming month. I would like to begin this month on April 29th and April 30th. This is a Saturday and a Sunday. And I'm inviting people to actually participate in these conversations. I have the experience. I've talked with so many people. I've heard so many testimonies, and I have the tools. Principally, it's my books, 2 books, especially this one here, which I mention all the time, Africans and Americans Embracing Cultural Differences. And then a more recent one, which is a sequel to this one, is called Chickens in the Bus, More Thoughts on Cultural Differences. If you just have a chance to read these books, you will get a good sense of the kinds of things I have in mind that I think people need to know, and here I mean African Americans, before they go to Africa. I have had readers reach out to me and tell me, how these books have impacted them. It's very touching to hear those testimonies. And so I know these are the right tools, but my ideas go beyond what I wrote in these books. Last year, the year 2022, I offered to do a series of talks every Saturday, and people attended, and I gave presentations on different topics that relate to the cultural differences between American culture and African culture. I had a great opportunity to develop my ideas, to articulate them, and to listen to people who were part of that series of talks. And again, I've gained a lot of the insights that I need, and I am absolutely confident that this will be very, very productive. As I say, I'm calling on African Americans who are thinking about going or who have already gone to Africa to live there. Some of the time I will be focusing on questions that they have, but mostly I will start by giving a presentation. So under this video, if you go on the screen, you will find an address, contact address, where you need to send inquiries, or let me know if you are interested in participating in this. Again, this is for people who are seriously considering moving out of here, going to settle in Africa. People who don't have that intention might want to just have an argument about what I say, but I'm dealing with real people who are experiencing real problems. I've talked about testimonies, and I will share these testimonies in the course of those talks, in the course of those presentations. So for today, I just wanted to make this announcement, and I look forward to receiving some messages from you. Check the address underneath this video. Reach out, and I'm starting on Saturday, April 29th. The time exactly I will figure out, because we have now differences in the time zones. In the USA, depending on where you are, there's a difference between the time here and the time in Africa. Again, whether it's West Africa, East Africa, we'll work those things out. Watch out for more announcements, and there will be plenty of time for me to figure out how to carry on this thing. Again, I welcome you. If you are thinking about going to Africa, think about preparing so you don't get disappointed, frustrated. So you go there fully understanding what you are getting into. And I want you to succeed. Those of you who really want to go and live there. That's the intention. That's it for today. I wish you all the best.